On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, do you know we can now roughly calculate how much our Bitcoin Gold is worth? So let's take a look at that. Zappl, which is the blockchain-based rival for Twitter, has launched in beta, and you can use it right now. And Roger Ver and Charlie Lee have made a $1.3 million bet on the next Bitcoin fork, which is called Segwit2x. So we'll talk about all of that on today's episode of the Cryptoverse. So stay right there. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I'm your host, Chris Coney, the founder of Cryptoversity, which is the online school where you can learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. Find out more about that at cryptoversity.com. So how much is your Bitcoin Gold worth? Let's find out. Would you believe it that CoinMarketCap have listed Bitcoin Gold? So if you go to Bitcoin Gold markets, the link's in the video description, you'll see all of the exchanges that are trading it. So there are 21 markets for Bitcoin Gold. That's not 21 exchanges, there's a dozen or so exchanges. But there are 21 different markets, different trading pairs. Bitcoin Gold trading against either the dollar or Tether or Ether or whatever, right? So different prices listed all over the place. And the headline price right now is $153. And it says it's down 62% in the last 24 hours. So you can sort it by price, of course, by clicking on the header. And then it's saying you can actually get $573 for your Bitcoin Gold, but that's on an obscure exchange, and it's also trading Bitcoin Gold against Dogecoin. How strange is that? The actual highest price in dollars, trading against dollars, is $271. So right now, only those people that left their Bitcoin on an exchange are able to trade their Bitcoin Gold. Well, the Bitcoin Gold they received in the snapshot anyway. There's nothing stopping any of us going to an exchange and buying Bitcoin Gold straight from the market. I'm just talking about the ability to sell the Bitcoin Gold that we got in the snapshot, right? So I'm not able to sell my Bitcoin Gold because I've no way to access it, right? Not until Ledger release a new version of the Ledger wallet software. So if they add that feature, then I'll be able to access it. Now, I did that consciously. If you remember, I said I'm going to put my Bitcoin in my Ledger wallet. It was there anyway. I didn't put it in there. And then I'll just play it safe, wait for Ledger to update the wallet, then I'll go ahead and most likely sell my Bitcoin Gold. So as soon as that feature is there, I'll do a video on it, and then you'll see me sell my Bitcoin Gold. All right? So that's that. That's all I want to say about Bitcoin Gold for today. Story number 2 is Zappl, Z-A-P-P-L. They have released the beta version, finally, after some delays. It should have been out by now, but now it is actually launched. So this is a blockchain-based rival for Twitter, built on the Steem blockchain. Now the interface, which I will show you if you're interested, here it is. It looks, oddly similar to Twitter, right? Very similar. And that's good because it creates a familiar experience. And not only that, with this, you can earn Steem rewards on your tweets, right? Just like you can do with any content posted on Steem. Actually, tweets on Zappl are called zaps. That makes sense, doesn't it? Twitter, tweets, zaps on Zappl. Seems fair. The best part of Zappl, of course, is that you can log into Zappl with your existing Steem account because it's a Steem-based app. And if you do that, you bring all your reputation with you. So here, I just logged in with my posting key and my Steem username, and I get all my followers and all the posts and all the reputation and everything. All the Steem power comes over with me. So that's pretty good, right? Now, the only criticism that I have about Zappl so far is, I know it's in beta, but it loads really slow, right? And if it loads really slow, it's likely to discourage a lot of people from even testing it out. That's my opinion, right? So if I were going to launch a beta, I'll just make sure that, a beta to my mind is no excuse for that anyway. Purely because you've always got to be thinking about I'm just not one for excuses. So I would make sure it did load quickly, because otherwise there's no incentive for people to test it out, right? If it's a really sluggish experience, even in beta, it's going to put people off not only testing it, but they might not come back again. So that's just my take on it. So you can go to Zappl.com and check out the new censorship-resistant, blockchain-based Twitter alternative that pays you to post. So that's a kind of a sweet tagline. I made that up, by the way. It's not the official tagline of Zappl, but there you go. Moving on to story number 3. Roger Ver has made a big bet with Charlie Lee and co. regarding the Segwit2x fork. So Charlie Lee, being the creator of LiteCoin, posted this on Twitter. It's a screenshot of, it looks like a notepad document where they've put the details of the trade. Now, if I just close this tweet a minute. So Charlie Lee says, "My trade with Roger Ver is all set. Here are the terms we agreed to. Let the chips fall where they may." So this was Charlie Lee tweeting it out, and he embedded the image. So it says here that the bet only becomes active if the Segwit2x hard fork happens, and it has to survive for a minimum of 100 blocks. So if that doesn't happen, the bet is off. If that does happen, then Roger Ver has to give up 250 regular Bitcoins, and he will receive 250 Segwit2x Bitcoins. And that will come from Charlie Lee and co., which includes Ben Davenport, Alex Morkos, and Tuur Demeester. So Charlie and his crew will then receive the 250 regular Bitcoins that Roger gives up, right? So they're basically trading 250 Segwit Bitcoins for 250 regular Bitcoins. Roger Ver wants the Segwit2x Bitcoins and is willing to give up the, I call them Segwit1x Bitcoins, if you like. Now, while we don't know the value of a Segwit2x Bitcoin, we do know that 250 regular Bitcoins right now has a value of $1.375 million. So the only way I can see Roger Ver coming out of this better off is if somehow a Segwit2x Bitcoin ends up being worth more than, say, $5,500. I also think that $1 million, like $1.3 million, could be better spent, say, educating people about Bitcoin instead of gambling it with Charlie Lee, but that's just my opinion. Do you think that a Segwit2x Bitcoin will be worth more than $5,500? Do you honestly think that's going to happen? At the moment, I would say that's unlikely. So I think Roger Ver is going to lose money on this, just purely on my own personal assessment. So let me know what you think to this. Is this a good bet? Do you think Roger Ver is going to make money on this or lose money on this bet? I think he's going to lose money. So in conclusion then, before we move on to the market roundup and end the show, you know, the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it's truly a chaotic system. You know, lots of free agents acting in their own best interests, and everyone has the freedom to do so. That's kind of the key thing. And that really is the essence of freedom, right? The ability to make your own decisions and control your own life, rather than someone else making the decisions for you and thereby directing your life for you. I don't want that. I don't suppose you want that. And I don't even know if there are anyone else out there that do want that. Does anyone else want to be controlled? Maybe there are some of those people out there, but if you are one of those people, let me know in the comments below. Do you honestly want to be controlled by somebody else? Do you want other people making your life decisions for you? I'm interested. If you genuinely believe that, let me know in the comments below and tell me why. So now let's finish off by going through the market roundup. We've got a few minutes left, so let's do this quickly. Let's begin the market roundup with a CoinMarketCap roundup. So Bitcoin Cash is one of the biggest gainers in the top 10 today, a 1.32% gain. Bitcoin Cash still solid in fourth place there with a $5.5 billion market cap, $331 a coin, and again up 1.32% on the day. Other high-ranking coins that have gained quite a bit today, IOTA, up 5.36%. It's ranking in 11th place with a $1.2 billion market cap, 45 cents if you want to buy an IOTA or a million IOTA, which is the way they're measured. And then we move on to the losers. We've got two losers in the top 20, two big ones. We've got Amizago down 6.42% to $7.80. and a $766 million market cap. That puts Amizago in 14th place with a market cap. A couple of places below that, 3 places below in fact, with a market cap of 580 million is Stellar Lumens, which ranks in 17th place. That's had a harder fall today, down 9.41% to 3.5 cents per token. Now today we do have a crazy coin. It's down in 66th place. It's Smart Cash, and it has gained 115% in the last 24 hours. That puts it up there at near enough $90 million market cap in 66th place, and it's almost 14 cents a coin now. Not a whole lot of trading has gone on, to be honest. $370,000 of Smart Cash has been traded. But at the end of that trading session, the price was up 115%, so it more than doubled. Very interesting indeed. Now let's look at a couple of charts before we close for the day. This is the Bitcoin chart trading against the US dollar. Yesterday we had a big pullback in the price of Bitcoin. That, no doubt, to me, was people likely dumping their Bitcoin that they bought specifically to get their Bitcoin gold allocation or more Bitcoin gold. So I believe people were piling into Bitcoin and hoarding it, and that's what pushed the price up recently. And as soon as the snapshot happened yesterday, that's it. You don't have to hold on to the Bitcoin anymore because the snapshot had been taken place. Bitcoin gold is in the bag. So lots of people were offloading that excess Bitcoin. And that's what I believe is the explanation for that big drop down from an opening price of $5,907 to end the day about $400 down from that. Yeah, it's just $3 shy of $400 drop in a day. And it also coincided with the fib level that I talked about at 5,433. So that was near enough the bottom. The low of the day yesterday was 54.57. So it was $20 odd away from where I said the support line was. And now today it has turned around a little bit, so we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. So there we jolly well go. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. If you liked this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And if you would like access to my very best material, such as my structured online courses that will teach you things like how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out cryptoversity.com. Okay guys, that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Cryptoverse. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.